It is a cold Sunday afternoon. Today's episode of Mick and ICK. I make a case for the return of the European title. Right now, WWE, with its large multinational fan base, the European title is a great idea for what to do with the United States title. What do I mean by that? Well, you got Sheamus with the United States title. But the problem is, the United States title isn't getting much play. Because the Intercontinental belt is being defended more than the United States belt. How do you rectify that? You can merge both belts, but some fans of the United States Championship will feel a bit disillusioned. The United States Championship has a long history. I mean, you've got Lex Luger, Sting, Ric Flair, among others who've held that belt. But it just doesn't fall into the scheme of things. They don't know what to do with it. With the European Championship, they can defend the belt overseas in the European markets. They can market it as overseas title. That whoever wears the belt, like Sheamus, Antonio Cesaro, they represent the best in Europe. It could be a step up or a step below the Intercontinental title and form a complete bridge to the top belt. So you basically have a ladder. Take European superstar, one you think has got a lot of potential, put the European strap on. See how well they do overseas compared over here. And if the results are they don't have multinational appeal, you can keep a record of the European belt. Have the international fan base feel that their champion's important. And you can bring all kinds of matches into the mix to legitimize it, like Sheamus versus Cesaro, Sheamus versus John Cena, Sheamus versus Tyson Kidd. You know. Another thing you could do is, if Vince was thinking clearly, or if Vince took it in mind, was try and see if he could form a tentative partnership with wrestling promotions in Europe. Because think about it, if they have a star player in these cross promotion matches, Vince gets a peek at their talent when he puts them up against the European champion, and he can make a deal to snatch them away. It's a win-win for the WWE, because pitting them up against the best in Japan, Europe, that European belt, and holding it, giving it a strong status internationally. You're also making the fans feel, even international fans, feel more important. Because right now, the fans aren't really behind the United States belt. They're behind the Intercontinental and the World Championship here in the States. By having the European title and retiring the U.S. Championship, Vince opens a door and he gets a peek at stars in Europe and Asia who could make him a lot of money. It seems like an easy idea. I mean, think about it. Have a taped Raw in in London, and you come out with the European Championship. You have Sheamus make a promo about how he's proud to defend the European Championship. How this belt represents all of Europe. The pop would be huge. Not to mention, think about who the previous champions were. The British Bulldog, Owen Hart. You know, those two guys were the first ones to contend over the belt. And as you add more international stars into that mix, Vince is making more money. He's also taking new talent that can be molded, that have a chance to be the next John Cena, the next Rock, the next Brock Lesnar. So, think about it, Vince. Think about it, Triple H. Think about it, Stephanie. You guys, I know you guys once thought the European title was a joke after introducing it, but marketing this way opens lots of doors. Imagine introducing Kenta, or should I say Hideyoshi Tomi, in a European Championship match. On a taped Raw or SmackDown in Europe or Asia. Think about that. Especially with cross promotion. You know, if you can grease Europe in the Japanese promotion's hand, make a deals to have, you know, cross promotion matches. It just makes the WWE stronger. And that's my thoughts on what can be done with the United States Champion. Why the European title is important and why it should be resurrected. Thank you for joining me on Mick and ICK. Have a nice day.